Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. I'm back. I know. I bring you Natasha Denona. Oh, I don't even know how to say this. I'm excited. The Natasha Denona Retro Glam Eyeshadow Palette. I got this palette in the mail and I'm excited. I don't know, like it has to have some kind of similarities with the Natasha Denona Glam Eyeshadow Palette because it's called Retro Glam. So let's see. I know there's some green chase over here, so I'm excited. This palette say that it's not, Natasha Denona doesn't taste on animals. What else? Paraben free, alcohol free, preservative free, mineral oil free, which is good. UV filters free. Okay. It brings 19.25 grams of product with a total of 15 eyeshadows. I always, when I'm going to review a Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, I always make the mistake that I say to you, oh, I feel like the pants are moving. And you always correct me, right? I know, I forget. I forget that these type of palettes, you're supposed to kind of like depot them, the shadows, you can depot them to a C palette, or you can like switch them and arrange them the way you like. I always made a mistake of that, so I apologize because of that. Because I know, I get so excited. It's just pissing me out that the pants are always moving. And it's like these shadows are moving. And sometimes they kind of crack a little because they're moving on their own when you're going to apply the brush. And I hate that. But yeah, thank you so much for correcting me because, yeah, that's the reason why they're moving because you're supposed to depot them. But, that's what they had those holes on the back. I never depot them. Like, I never, like, arrange them or rearrange them. I never do that on my... I mean, let's be honest, Natasha Denona is a brand that is not that affordable. So if you're gonna you're just gonna take it off out of the palette, it's like, you're not just paying for the quality of the shadows, but you're also paying for the packaging, So I feel like, why am I gonna depot my shadows? Like, leave them in where they came from, I don't know. That's just me, I guess. This is the palette. You can see right there the shadows. And wow, that looks stunning. Let me see if I can lower my lighting. Let's see. Let me see if I can lower the lighting a little bit so you can be able to see it better. Look at that. Can you see it right there? Like, wow, they are stunning. But now my face is dark, so okay, much better. So yeah, they look so pretty. The shadows looks very pretty. I'm excited. This palette brings 6 matte shades and the other ones are shimmer, chroma crystal toppers, Especially these ones over here on the corner over here on the palette. My face is peeling, it's dry, it's oily, it's shiny, I don't know. I'm gonna be using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion on my eyelid quick. This eyeshadow primer potion by Urban Decay is supposed to be, it has some properties that is supposed to be anti-aging, help you with the lines around your eyelid and everything, So it brings 6 matte eyeshadows, and let's try those 2 greens. This one is lighter, it's almost like a pastel green, and this one is a little bit, it still is a pastel green, but it's just like a different type of green. So I'm gonna be making some swatches for you for sure with the color Lucy, which is the lightest brown. Is it Lucy or Fade? I'm gonna try with Lucy. Lucy, this brown shade on the palette. Face is so oily, it's crazy. Okay, that color, I don't really see it. Like I am applying. I'm applying the color on my crease, but I don't really see it, guys. I don't know what's going on. It's almost like applying powder. I mean, it's a powder. What I'm talking about. It's almost like applying like a setting, like a translucent or regular powder because it got no color. You know, like a translucent color. You know, like a translucent powder. I don't see anything on my eyes. Like, do you see something? I mean, I know it's there. It's just like, it's weird. Like, there's no really color. I'm gonna try the color Fade. This one over here. Let's try that one. Let's see that one show. That's like a taupey color. Okay, that one shows a, yeah, that one can definitely shows. Yeah, definitely this palette has some similarities with the regular Glam palette by Natasha Denona. Can you see it now? It's almost like a naked palette by Urban Decay, you know what I mean? Like those like light, taupey, soft matte by Urban Decay. Kind of the same. And I'm going to apply the color Sage, which is this beautiful minty green, like a light mint green. Can you see it? The color is very pretty. I'm gonna blend that color. I'm gonna take the color Fringe. That is that minty. Okay, I took the color Sage on the eyelid. Now I'm gonna take the color Fringe, which is this pastel green over here. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that with my blending brush, and I'm just gonna like apply about the shadow that I apply on the eyelid, which is Sage. I'm gonna take the color Fade on the palette, which is this one over here, about my crease. This palette reminds me so much of the palette I didn't want to put shade about her, which it was the pastel eyeshadow palette. I think it's like that, you know, with those pastel shades, kind of like this. But this one looks, I feel like this one looks much better because I swatched the other one. That shadow palette definitely wasn't for my skin tone. Like there was only like 2 shades that could work for my skin tone in that palette. And I didn't push that palette because of that. Like I felt like there was, plus I wasn't a no buy, but still I went in Swatches and I was like, this is a palette I definitely wouldn't be able to buy. Like the shadows are not good for my skin tone. Okay, so you can see that. And I'm going to apply the color Sage. Oh, I should apply the color Belle. This beautiful shade over here. Yeah, definitely. This palette is very subtle, the shadows. It reminds me of that pastel eyeshadow palette. But this one is like a little bit better with the pigmentation. Color of my brow bone, which I don't have a color for my brow bone in this palette, but I'm gonna use this color over here called Flutter. Flutter. It's like a champagne color. It's very metallic, and I'm gonna apply that on my brow bone because she doesn't have like a highlighted color here in this palette. So, and that's pretty. Use a bunch of like sparkles. Like a fine topper sparkles. Just gonna apply over here. I'm gonna be using the color Marlin, which is this one right here. It's like a minty, shimmery, metallic shade. I'm gonna apply on my eyelid. I'm gonna use the color O's, this one over here, and make it different. You can see the shadows are like very close to each other with the color. So I'm just going to apply the color Flare. It's a beautiful shade over here. And I'm gonna mix them. I'm gonna take the color Flutter, this one, and I'm gonna apply them on my inner tear in both eyes. I don't like this mix over here, so I feel that color was showing a little bit better it showed better in the pan than when you laid it next to another one, like the same bone. What can I do? I'm gonna apply the color Oscar. Mix them. That was much better. It's like it became now like a silver. I don't know. I kind of like that. What else can do? I mean, that's it. I feel like it's a very subtle eyeshadow palette. Very subtle. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to reapply this color Belle underneath. Apply some mascara and false lashes and be right back, okay? I'm gonna apply mascara on my lower lashes. I'm gonna be using this MAC Stack Mascara, which I use on my regular lashes and now on my lower lashes. I'm a little bit disappointed on this eyeshadow, but I was kind of happy. Well, not kind of happy, but I was excited, you know? Like, I was looking for this eyeshadow. I was looking for these eyeshadows to perform much better. I mean, the metallic shades are extremely gorgeous. It's just like they're very lackluster, and only few of them stand out very well, like, you know. And this is like a copy of the pastel eyeshadow palette by her, so I guess I had like high hopes that this one will be much better. It wasn't the case, you know. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of powder. I'm using the Studio Fix Fluid by MAC. You know, I love that powder. My shade is the NW35. I'm going to use a little bit of NARS bronzing powder with the same brush. Why not? Just very subtle. My skin is peeling off and it's annoying, but at the same time it's like very oily and shiny, but it's peeling off because of dryness and dehydration. So it's like a mix of both right now. I love this brush so far, so excited. This is a new brush and it's by MAC And this one is the 140S. It's like a fan brush. It's supposed to be for powder, for applying all kind of highlighters, blush, a lot of stuff. So my new Tarte blush eyeshadow palette, this one called Precious Jane Amazonian Clay Cheek Palette, is gorgeous. It's part of the holiday gift by Tarte, and I am obsessed, as you can see, with this palette. It's so beautiful. I don't know if I should apply with this. Like, no, I don't want to apply with this. I'm just gonna apply with a regular blending brush. So I'm gonna take the color Refine, which is this one right here. Oh, that's pigmented. Okay. That is gorgeous. Sort of blush. I don't know what it's about me, but like my face is very small, but when I apply like blush or bronzing powder with big brushes, they appear much better on my face. Very subtle. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using Hourglass Ambient Lighting 80 Unlock Elephant Face Palette, which is gorgeous. These are the shades. Like, can you see it there? So pretty. And I'm gonna be using the highlighter shade, which I believe is the number 3. Yeah, number 3. On my lips, I'm going to apply a gloss. I'm gonna apply my VCR lip gloss, and this one is in the shade Fleur. It smells so good. It smells like bubblegum. About this palette, I think I made it dirty already. I'm disappointed. In love with the packaging, it's super cute. Yeah, you can depot the shadows, you know. And that's why I was made a mistake, because I keep thinking like, you know, why these pants kind of move so much? They're so annoying, like staying still, like, you know. Because you can depot them, basically, or rearrange the shadows. What can I say? The matte shades are very pastel. Some of them appear very, very nice on the eyelid when you apply them, like the one I have underneath my eyelid. But some of them are extremely like lackluster. And I guess that's what it called retro glam palette, because it's very subtle. These shades over here, this one you don't even see it. It looks like a translucent powder. This one over, that one called Lucy, it's like a translucent powder, kind of color. It's just like, I guess, to say your primer or something. The one called Face, like a taupey color, but it's very subtle too. The metallic shades are very, very beautiful. I feel like this one, I guess if you apply them on your eyelid and you kind of like reapply them, you can build out the color. Some of those metallics like Flare, Oscar, Evergreen, Jazzy, they're like kind of like lost. You're gonna have to reapply or take your finger and kind of like go very hard on the shadow and the pan, and then, you know, because you know they wouldn't show that much, you know. This color over here is so beautiful. Most of those metallic shades are like toppers, so you know. This one is gorgeous. I'm in love with the shadow over here. I'm disappointed because I feel like these shadows are just like the pastel eyeshadow palette from her. She just made like another version, which are more neutral shades, and also like, I guess, for every day, but like very, very subtle shadows. Like, I feel like she's going in backward, if that makes sense, because her shadows used to be so pigmented and the quality used to be there. It's not like the quality is not there, but it's not like it used to be. And now I just feel like, I think somebody got lazy, seriously. And it's just like using the same kind of quality in different palettes. And yeah, just with different colors. So this shade over here, I had to reapply it on my eyelid 3 times out of camera, behind cameras, and still you can see that it's kind of fading. Like how many times I had to reapply them with a small tiny little brush, like a pencil brush, and it still keep disappearing. So I'm going to make you some swatches squeeze so you can see how the palette looks. This is Flare. This is Maxi. This is the shade I apply on my brow bone and on my neck tiara. Sparkles, but it's very beautiful. This is Jazzy. Sage, which I have my eyelid. 1 swatch. 2 swatch. 3 swatch. There you go. This is Lucy. You can see that it's like a translucent color. It has a little bit of color, but I mean, can you see it there? It's like almost like applying a powder, like a, I don't know. Okay, here is Oscar. That one is a very beautiful color too. This is Holly, which I didn't use, but it's like a pastel pink, like the color of chalk, but it's like black quality chalk. You know what I mean? That makes sense. See 3 swatches there. Palladium, Evergreen. That one is very pretty. There's Fringe, 1 swatch, 2 swatch, and 3 swatch. You really need to build those shadows in order for them to stand up, because they look very subtle if you if you don't build them, and they basically doesn't show if you don't build them. Okay, I'm gonna show you Belle, which is the color that keeps disappearing underneath my eyes, Miley. You see, it's 2 swatches, 3 swatches. There's Marlin, which I have on my eyelid, and it's very pretty. Like I was waiting for those mint greens, like mint greens, you know what I mean? And I didn't get that with this palette. Even when it's like green with pink and you would think, but no. This is Fade, this is like a taupey brown. Here's 3 swatch. And the last shade is O's. There you go. And this is the eyeshadow palette, you can see right there. And I don't know, but I'm disappointed. I was expecting more from her. I feel like the green I have on my eyelid, I like it, which is this one, but you gotta build that green. This color, Belle, Hummus. I mean, everything that is like, I don't really like to return eyeshadow palettes, but I know if I keep it on my collection, I'm not gonna use it. So this one is going back to, it's gonna go back, because if I keep it, I'm just gonna end up declaring it, and I'm not declaring makeup anymore. Like I'm done with declaring. So I'm gonna send it back. Yeah, very, very disappointing. I mean, that shadow flare, this one, that's just like, they're very, very ugly. I'm sorry, like, but it's true. I don't like it. This looks like you want a palette that you spend some kind of money that you're gonna be able to wear every day, or when you're gonna wear your shadows, and instead that, I gotta be honest to you, these shadows fade, and they fade unbelievably. That makes sense, they fade. Maybe my freaking lashes wanna cooperate with me today, because I was like 3 times reapply those false lashes, and they didn't want to work with me today. And I feel like they didn't want to work with me today was because I was being sloppy with the application of my lashes, because how disappointed I am with this palette. Like, I'm gonna send it back, and probably if you see the shadows so pigmented in somebody else's channel, it's because they probably a lot of saturation into the, with the dimming program, or saturating the camera and the camera settings. But no, this is, it's not worth it. Like, seriously, you want a palette that you want to be able to create some nice looks. And I was waiting for those minty greens. I was like, oh, we have this green. I want to try those shadows. Like, finally, she can wear some mint greens. No. I feel like I had another pastel palette. Like, look at this. This is another pastel eyeshadow palette. I swear, Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. And the colors are nothing to do with that. The quality is much better than this. Like any other palette out there. I feel like her older palettes are much better than this one. Very, very disappointed. So, yeah, I'm gonna send it back. And thank you so much for watching. I think I'm done. I don't wanna make more videos tonight because I'm upset. I'm disappointed. But it's fine. I'm gonna send it back. But I don't like to send back stuff because that creates more waste. So, but it has to. There's no other choice. Thank you so much for watching. Don't tell me I didn't warn you with this palette. Be prepared if you end up buying this palette and you are like medium dark all the way to deep skin. The shadows are like very lackluster and they fade. They fade like crazy. And if you're light skin, same thing for you. They fade and they're very subtle. There's no color payoff and it's just not worth it. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.